If you're new to my channel, at the moment I'm turning this full transit into a stealthy off-grid, go anywhere, sleep anywhere, camper van. Not quite like this one though. But anyway, this week I'm going to be sorting out the kitchen. Now I've started already, I've made a little bit of a start. I've simply built this square frame. This is to outline where the kitchen is going to go. Now the next thing I need to do is to place all the major components within that square frame to see how they fit and to jiggle them about and work out exactly the best place to put everything. An hour later, and much ado, a lot of jiggling around, a lot of thinking. I've decided the optimum layout would be to have everything all down this end because of the bed, this bench that's going to be converting into a bed, and this will be quite high. So if the fridge was any further this way, when you open the door, it'd interfere with the bed. The bed would stop you from opening the door all the way. And plus the gas bottle's got to be there anyway, because for access reasons from the door. Then we have a side door on the side of the unit, and I figured the sink hob unit, this is also a gas burner inside here, as you can see. There you go. And the nice thing about having that down this end is it'll give you all this room for preparing food. You have a nice clear work surface. I think that's much better layout, that. So that's how it's going to go. But yeah, I think that'll be nice. I think that'll work out really well. That's pretty much the optimum use of that small space, I think. Right, so I've made a box in the cupboard. There it is. It's a simple box basically made out of plywood, and a nice floor as well. There's two holes at the back for ventilation, because in the back of this fridge there is a big fan and it needs to be ventilated. Also, once the fridge is in place and the top goes on, because up here there'll be a cupboard, I shall leave about an inch gap to allow air to circulate across the top as well. Hopefully that way there'll be plenty of ventilation, and plus there's a gap at the bottom of the fridge, so air's going to be able to circulate through the top and out the bottom as well as going through those two holes. So that's ventilation taken care of. Now to fix the fridge in place, there are provisions in the side of the fridge to screw it to the side panels. There's these little grommets up here. When you pop these grommets out, there's a recess that you can drill through and put a screw in, and then put the grommets back on top. Now there's 4 of those. I'm not going to drill holes in it to fix it in there, but what I am going to do is on the bottom here I'm going to put runners across, so when the fridge goes in place it has to go up over that runner, because on the bottom of the fridge there are 4 feet. Also there will be an inch gap at the top, so you will be able to lift the fridge and pull it out if need be, but hopefully it'll be enough to hold it in place as well. So what I'll do, I'll put the fridge in place and I'll show you what it looks like. So that's what it looks like when it's all fitted in. That's exactly where it's going to go. The gas cupboard is done. I'll show you the gas bottle. There it is. Now this gas bottle is refillable. Don't recommend filling your gas bottle in situ. Always take the gas bottle out of the cupboard, put it on the floor and then fill it outside the van. Don't fill it inside the van. Not a good idea at all. Now it is mandatory, talking about gas while we're here, to have this lip at the bottom, and this is to if any gas does leak, it's so that it can accumulate in the bottom and go out through the gas dropout rather than come into the van. It's meant to be 50mm high, but I've made this 100mm high just to be on the safe side. Now there will be a gas dropout in the bottom of here. Oh yeah, while we're on the gas we might as well stay around here. Now the sink is going to go here. As you can see there's a metal pipe, and now I need to get some compression fittings on there, because if I come around this angle, there goes a better angle, so I need to put a compression fitting on there with a solid copper pipe running across the front of here, and there will be a little panel here, so that'll come from across there down the side, and then a bit of flexi going to the gas regulator and then going to the gas bottle. So I need to get an 8mm compression fitting to sort that out, and a bit of 8mm copper pipe as well. Moving further back this way, the sink. Now I was worried about the waste dropout, because normally the waste dropout they just come straight down, but luckily some thumbs up to Dometic, the waste on this, the plug hole, has got an angle on it. It's got a 45-degree angle, so 2-inch diameter hole in the side of this panel right at the back there, so that my pipe work can all go through there, because my waste tank's going to be right over in that corner, and the freshwater tank's going to be at the back, so I need to run the pipes all the way around there. And what I'll do, I'll put some doors on the front of here, and then you've got another little bit of space there for storage as well. Won't be able to get a drawer in there unfortunately, but next door here I will put a drawer for cutlery and stuff, so there's plenty of room there for a drawer. Might even get two, but any lower than sort of about here, it's going to have to be a cupboard door, because of the bed. The bed is quite close. So I've ended up finishing off this cupboard now. I've put another panel here, so this will give us this room for some sliding doors. Great stuff. I want at least two sliding drawers there, one for cutlery and one for bits and bobs. Then underneath will be a cupboard. Unfortunately it has to be a cupboard because of the bed. The bed's going to be here, so there's no room. Once you get down to a certain level, there won't be room to pull out a drawer. But it's just occurred to me that above the heater, as you can see, I've boxed the heater in as well, and I've made this as far that way as possible, to give as much room here as possible. And there's the heater under there, just in case you're new and you haven't seen it yet. Now it just occurred to me as I was tidying up that because what I want to do is put the wastewater tank in there as well, and it just realised that these tanks that I've got, this is for the fresh water, and also I've got one of these for the diesel. It's fitting there perfectly. In fact, there's probably enough room for two of those in there, so maybe, just maybe, I will use one of those for a grey water tank as well. Now I wonder if they do them with a handle, because obviously you're going to need to get it out to drain it, so I'm hoping they'll do a tank similar size to that with a handle on it, and it will fit in there perfect. Now it can't be any wider than this. If I try and turn it that way, it simply won't fit. So that's about as big as I can get in there. Bearing in mind the bed is going to be here where that line is, so there needs to be, that's about as big as I can get in there as far as wastewater tank's concerned. And yes, I'm fingers crossed that these people make one of these with a handle, because it will need to come in and out to empty it. But the fresh water tank can stay in there because you can simply just top it up in situ. So yeah, thought I'd just share that with you. I'm quite excited now. I love it how things tend to come together. I call them lucky accidents, just sheer coincidence that that actually fits in there. Right, so I'm going to call it a day. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. There's a little round circle thing there with my mug on it, and I will put a link up there to the rest of the videos to this van build. Thanks for watching. Ta-da for now.